Today you're in for a price point video of homes here in Colorado Springs with Lori and Kayleen. What could be better? So as Kayleen said, we see a lot of houses in the area, and so we have a really good pulse on the market. A lot of different areas have different homes at the same price point.
Well, we are looking at some homes today in the eights, and I will say 800,000 is a healthy budget for Colorado Springs. I would say you can afford a lot of houses, but you're still going to have to give and take some.
Right.
And so the two houses we're going to show and compare to you are very different from one to the other.
Yeah.
The first one we're looking at is like 25 years old. No, I think it's 21 to 25 years old. But it has been completely redone, and you'll have the mature landscaping, the established neighborhood. There is an HOA in place, but it's really just to keep order in the neighborhood, a central location. And then we're going to go over to a nice, bright, shiny new house. But the feeling of the neighborhood is a little different because it's newer. So you have to wait for that established feel. You'll have to wait and see what goes in next door. But you have a lot of comps around it that support the price point.
What I think is interesting, and it's why I love real estate, and I think it's important that you know your area, is think about it when our clients reach out and they say, okay, we have a budget. We would like to stay around $850. And they always, if the dream house comes on, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. So if you're in the eights, think of the different houses you could get in Wolf Ranch. Mm-hmm. Flying Horse would be not even maybe, some maybe, but you're going to have a
fixer-upper.
A little bit,
Dated.
Rock Rimmon, 8. Meridian Ranch,
probably some
8.
things.
Banning Lewis and 8. I mean, they're all just such, Briargate, they're all such different homes. Think about Monument for the 8s, what you'd get.
I know.
So when you say you have that budget, it's like, well, what area do you want and what's important to you?
Yeah. What are you looking for? Are you looking for serene privacy? Are schools at the top of your list? How's your lifestyle? Like if schools are like the first one we're showing you is actually District 11, but you're right on the borderline of 20. But there's a lot of people, as we help families here, that they really want in the district because they don't want to be responsible for transporting their kiddos. So that is very different than, okay, no, I'm fine driving them. Mm-hmm. But you're right, like 800,000 out in Meridian Ranch, you're going to get a huge, nice home out there versus if you're over in Rock Rimmon, you're probably going to have some things you have to fix up.
But these have different, like the older home has a bigger yard, more established. So pros and cons. So I'm excited to show you guys them today. I actually haven't seen the first one. Kayleen hasn't seen the second one.
No.
So we're going to get a good feel for homes in the 8s today here in Colorado Springs. Let's go take a look.
We are over here. This is very close to like Norwood. It's called the Canyons View. I forget the Summit at Canyons.
Something Canyons.
Like that. It's a smaller area. What I like about this neighborhood, it kind of goes up on a hill, and then at the very ridge, Lori, is Flint Ridge, and like amazing views of what's around. So this house is at the end of the cul-de-sac. All these houses are like in the 90s to 2000s. And see this little trail right here? It goes to a ravine in the back, which you are going to see directly behind this house. So the house itself
has windows cleaned, ready to list
Yep.
by Octopus Window Cleaning.
And
That's
they
quite
are
the car
great.
wrap.
I use them at my house. This house, so it has 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. Everything has been touched. It's completely upgraded. So I want to show you inside here. They did put in a new driveway. It is different because it's a heated concrete driveway.
It is?
Because the way this faces it, she actually is, what do you call it, a cosmetologist. So she always has clients right here, and it would get icy. So she was like, we have to take care of this. I have people that come to the house. So new heated driveway, 3-car garage. But go ahead and come on in. This is interesting too, Lori. We see this floor plan a lot, but to me,
sorry, that was
this is what, sorry, this is what I'm always comparing it to.
Oh, hi, Betty.
Yep, we have some doggies. But this is how you can redo this house. So usually you walk in and there's like a front sitting area.
Oh, yeah, and then the dining.
Hey, hey, it's me. You're fine. This is like Unberg's kind of.
Yeah, it's like I can see that. Yeah, this is usually the sitting room,
This
and
is
then
usually the
this
sitting.
is dining.
This is usually dining, and then it had this like little galley kitchen,
Yeah.
and then your breakfast nook.
Uh-huh.
So they've just opened it up and done a giant like butterfly bar. It has a huge Sub-Zero refrigerator, dry bar here on the main, and then they even added, I do like how, like this to me feels custom, how it's kind of like popped out and bent around and whatnot.
Yeah.
So then you come over here and it is a long, so sometimes you see a variation in this floor plan, and they'll have like a wall here and an office.
Yeah.
But this one is all completely open. So it's a big rectangular room. You do have to have the right furniture, I think, to really show.
This is the part.
This is what makes
Also,
this
the dogs
house
aren't. Let me go outside.
so
But-
atypical.
Okay, it's us again.
This is the thing. So
Yeah.
huge truck deck patio. They have this covered patio in the back. Huge concrete
Basketball
stamped.
court. No one behind you, really.
There's lights out there.
No mountain view, but you do have that open space back there.
Uh-huh. And then there's two separate sheds. One's on the side of the house, one in the back. The lot actually goes back further than the scrub oak, but they kept a lot of that natural. This is also like a huge sour cherry tree, which actually we do all of our jelly making.
Yeah, that's right, you
In
guys
there.
do.
Yeah. And then upstairs, we'll head up there, but they have a little Romeo and Juliet balcony. All right, so you walk in, really nice size master bedroom. This floor plan, sometimes you'll see where it's the 8-foot ceilings, but this whole upstairs has the vault in all the rooms. Then you have the master bathroom, and then this is that little Romeo and Juliet balcony. It is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. 'cause
I'm
you
not
can
a
just-
huge fan of these, but a lot of times here, like you do get wildlife.
Uh-huh.
And so a couple times there was like bobcats over here. You'll see.
Yeah, it's
Deer.
just kind of nice to have a little space off of here. And then how many bedrooms up here?
So that's another atypical thing. There's actually 4 bedrooms total
Okay.
up top. So bedroom 2, there's bathroom with double
Double
sinks.
sinks.
She's redone the
The
laundry,
laundry, oh, it's cute.
kind of stacked it.
I do like that wallpaper.
And then
I'm into wallpaper.
2 more bedrooms. It has the taller ceilings.
Yep.
And then this one, I actually like my nephew's room. They'll go out on this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the ravine.
Uh-huh.
And then he has
A little walk-in
a
closet.
little walk-in
Okay.
closet.
And then a full basement too.
Yeah, I'll show you the basement because they framed out all the windows. They did
So it's
like the
garden.
nice little wet
Uh-huh.
bar area, accent wall. Need to turn on.
Bathroom.
Redid this whole bathroom. And then this is actually the 5th bedroom, but they made it
To a
into
little weight room.
the gym. So
All right, so this is option number 1. You guys can see for 800. This one, we're taking you to a very different option here in a second.
I'm Kayleen Zabdick. This is Lori Derrickson, and we love doing real estate in Colorado Springs. If you're thinking of making the move, Lori and I would love the opportunity to win your business over. We sell a lot of homes and help a lot of families make the move. I would say we pride ourselves on being very good listeners. We know our neighborhoods and our schools inside and out. And so I think along with that, we're also very well versed of different houses and areas in Colorado
And it's
Springs.
us that you get. We're not a huge team. We
True.
take care of our clients. We make sure that this move makes sense for you and your family. and we each have 3 kids of our own. We know our schools, and so anyways, we'd love to help you. So put those numbers in your phone and reach out. So we're jumping over.
You're showing them this trash can.
This is $920,000. No, but we're showing you option number 2. So actually, this one's at $920,000, but they have some really great incentives with a new build, so we can get it in the 8s for you with a little bit lower interest rate. So I wanted to show this one to you.
I mean, it's brand new. It's stucco sided.
It's brand new, but like we said, see how different of an option
oh
this
my
is?
gosh,
Like it's night and day.
Like to me, I'm going to show the same client house A and house B, and by far people are going to prefer one over
and
the
it's
other.
probably, you probably have talked to you already by now, so we would know like if that's your cup of tea
If
or
it's
not or whatever.
not.
But I did see like 4 houses on
They
this
are
street.
so different. I do like the colors on this.
Yeah. So come on in. Is this the one I was thinking of? Maybe I'm trying to think now. I gotta think about this.
So you have the typical.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Hey.
Bedroom, bathroom off the front. Powder. We were looking at this floor plan with somebody else because it has the bedroom, bathroom off the front plus.
Yeah.
You know where they have this? They have this over in Jackson Creek. That's why that client, you brought him here.
Oh, yeah, but
'Cause-
right. So they have this.
I do like this. The kitchen's very nice.
The kitchen's very nice. I actually like the countertop. It's a little different.
It's actually very pretty.
It's very pretty.
I like that they paired it with a solid quartz.
Yep. And then so I know the backyard is, Kayleen was like, but
double sliders.
These are double sliders, so much natural light. And then let's see.
And it has the huge covered.
You don't have to go out maybe, but a huge covered patio, and that is Pikes Peak covered in clouds. But you actually have a gorgeous view here.
Covered.
And no one's gonna build right there because that's that backyard, and you're not really facing the yard. So I didn't mind this one compared to, well, that was a different video that we did, but.
And it has the nice KitchenAid appliances.
On a large living area,
And
you
a
can
big
definitely have
pantry.
the space for your furniture in this one. Sometimes it's tight. You know, I can see doing some like shelving or
Well,
something
and these
here.
are very different feeling from house A because of the ceiling height in here. Like this is what, 10 foot probably?
Yeah.
And then it steps down to like 9. Okay.
And then master is here.
Textured carpet.
Last time I was here, they didn't actually have the glass door in, and it does look a little better. It's kind of an interesting placing of the tub, but.
Yeah, veto for me.
The tub?
Yeah.
I know, I'd rather almost
Like
not have the tub.
I'd rather not have a tub.
That's
Like it almost pops out. Not that it's.
I know. I don't know why it's a big bathroom, so I just feel like there should be a different way that they could have configured it, I would say. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of space.
Yeah. And then over here, there's another room, I want to say. Yeah, so kind of like an office area here, which is what they did like, because they wanted a main level office.
Laundry and office.
And 3-car garage.
So really this is 3 bedrooms,
And the main.
2.5 bathrooms on the main.
Yep. And then downstairs, it's obviously not a
I do like the
walkout.
stairwell, how it's open and it's not a straight shot.
And then you do have like some good storage, Christmas tree storage over there.
Oh yeah. Or you can make it another bedroom if you needed.
Nice large
I do like
basement.
this basement.
It's plumb for wet bar, but no wet bar, which I'm kind of surprised by at this price point,
to me,
to be honest.
this is like the perfect size basement, to be
Yeah,
honest.
you can see how you would
I like this basement.
stage it, I guess,
Yeah,
or lay it
like
out.
TV over here,
Little game
a
room.
gate, card table, ping pong, whatever, and then your wet bar.
And there's a lot of, actually, for it being fully underground, it's actually good
It's
lighting.
pretty good light. I agree.
And then I think bedroom here, good size, with the Jack and Jill bathroom to the other bedroom over here. Kind of Jack and Jill for the most part. So this is very different for 925 or in the 800s, I should say.
Yeah, we can negotiate to the high 8s. So really you're talking about a $40,000 difference, but you're talking a brand new home versus
different area of town.
20-year
Yeah, so let's go
different
recap
area
in the
of
car,
town.
and we'll give you pros and cons. Which would you
So-
choose? Kaylee and I are debating. We always do this with homes. So it is interesting. It's so different.
Depends on where I'm at in life.
So-
Like, I can see the appeal to have a newer house, and that does have a view, and it has a very modern floor plan and lots of things about it. But I think I would go with the one with
first
the
one?
ravine.
I mean,
But
you have
you have to be okay with doing yard work and
Mhm.
like spending it. To me, they're two totally different
They're
buyers.
two totally different buyers for sure.
Uh-huh.
It is kind of interesting to see what that is. And so there's
But I do think you pointed this out at the beginning of the video. If I think of 800,000 Colorado Springs, we have a lot of different buyers. Like, then you take 800,000 and go over to the west side.
I know, so different.
It's going to be very different than anything we've shown you
Or
here.
800 and go to Jackson Creek.
Or 800 in Meridian.
So different.
It's going to be 800 is kind of an interesting price point now that I think about it with our market. I would say we're in a very balanced market right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's enough inventory out there. You have some nice existings. You can kind of negotiate a little, but not a lot.
But if it's a unique property, like
It's gonna
we
go.
had a film listings go within a day, just because of the fact that they're different. So, I mean, this one's Wolf Ranch. You have the new clubhouse. You have the great D20 schools. You would-
Zero maintenance. Like,
Yeah.
if you landscaped that, like, to me, if you're at a point in life where you don't want the maintenance and whatnot, you still get that awesome back patio.
So that one had a
and
view, and then the ones over here, I saw like 3 of them on this side that were different builder. Another
the
one
trail.
has the open space, the trail. So would you like that, or do you want to be in the center part of Colorado Springs and have that land, no mountain view, but you have a
But
ravine?
you're gonna have like yard work and
yeah,
stuff.
and basketball hoops, so it's just such a different thing.
different.
So thanks for coming along our tour. We hope this is helpful for you guys if you're thinking of moving here. We like to do price point videos every once in a while just so you can see what you're going to get within your budget. So we try to do it at all different price points at times. So
Yes.
if you're thinking of making the move, make sure to put those numbers into your phone and reach out.